Khushi Moore and we are from Electronics and Communication Department. We are here to explain the experiment of frequency measurement of rectangular waveguide.
I am Ayushan.
I am Vinod Garg.
Experiment. Here we have Klystron power supply, Klystron oscillator, isolator, variable attenuator, frequency meter, and slotted section, and one end of slotted section connected to CRO through a BNC cable.
Klystron power supply generates voltage required for driving the reflex klystron tube. It is a stable, regulated and short circuit protected power supply. Here we set this in AM mode and we can set the beam voltage between the range 290 to 300 volts, and here it is 300 volt, and at this value of beam voltage we get the current 23 ampere. By changing the value of this repeller voltage we get a required waveform, and by varying these two nodes frequency and amplitude node we can vary the frequency and amplitude of our waveform, and by and at 157 value of repeller voltage we get our required waveform. The electron beam is generated by klystron tube, then it is passed to the isolator, and then it is passed to the variable attenuator. The range of this attenuator is between the 0 to 15 dB, and by varying this variable attenuator we get the variation in waveform. We can measure the frequency by this frequency meter and by varying the length of slotted section. The frequency measured by the frequency meter and this slotted section is almost the same.
Now here we measure the frequency using frequency meter. Frequency meter is basically an absorption cavity resonator. The cavity is connected to a waveguide having been excited by a certain microwave source. The cavity can be made to resonate at some frequency by adjusting its size by rotating the dial of the frequency meter. At resonancy, it sucks up some signal from the guide to maintain its stored energy. Thus, if a power resonating condition of the cavity, it will indicate a sharp dip. The frequency can be read from the scale of direct reading frequency meter. So here we get dip point at frequency 9.96 GHz. So the resonating frequency we calculated through frequency is 9.96 GHz.
Now, another way of frequency measurement is using the slotted section. That is, by varying the length of slotted section, we can measure the frequency. In slotted section, a longitudinal slot is cut into the top of a section of waveguide. These sections are used as tuner to match the waveguide to mismatched load for two maxima or minimum field point to be located at the same point. To vary the slotted section length, then at a particular point we get the sharp dip in the waveform. This point is called the first minimum point, say a small d1, and if we further vary the slotted section length, the amplitude of waveform increases, then again it starts decreasing, then again we get the sharp dip at a particular point, and this point is called the second minimum point, say small d2. Now calculations. We get our first minimum point small d1 at length 9.67 cm. Our second minimum point small d2 at length 11.65 cm, and the d is the difference between two d's, that is d2 minus d1. So small d is equals to 1.98 cm. Now guided wavelength for rectangular waveguide, that is lambda g is equals to 2 into d, that is twice of the d. So 2 into 1.98, that is lambda g is equals to 3.96 cm. Now cutoff wavelength for rectangular waveguide in E10 mode is lambda c is equals to 2 into a, that is twice of a. Here a is the width of the section and a is equals to 2.85 cm. Lambda c is equals to 5.7 cm. Now we calculate operating wavelength using the formula, that is lambda g is equals to lambda naught upon under root 1 minus lambda naught by lambda c's whole square. So we get our operating wavelength is equals to 3.24 cm, and by this operating wavelength we get operating frequency, that is equals to c by lambda naught. So we get operating frequency f naught, that is equals to 9.22 gigahertz.